Alright guys, Spliffy here. It's been a while. Today, let's talk about the Magene c406 Pro bike computer. It's been almost a year now since I've done weekly biking rides. It is not just a good workout, it also erases my stress. And you know it's true if you're a cyclist. If you feel sad, ride. If you feel angry, ride. If you feel lonely, ride. If you wanna be alone, ride. No money, ride. Actually, most of the time that's the reason I don't have money. But I digress. In the past year, well, almost, I've been tracking my cycling progress using only my Xiaomi band and its app. Well, it's not that great since it needs a phone connected all the time. But I guess it got what I wanted. But as I matured, I needed to know more about my riding style by accurately tracking it. I want the data viewable on the bike while riding real time, just like on a car's dashboard. And with that, to hopefully improve my overall constitution as a cyclist. And lastly, I want to be able to navigate the map even in remote dead spot places. With all the research I made, it all boils down to computer. Yes, by computer. And I will be referring to computers as by computers in this video. And yes, I need one. Let's do this. I got my Magene c406 Pro bike computer from an unofficial seller. They gave me a very huge discount, almost 2,000 pesos less compared to the official store. Oh no, must have been rough coming here. Hope everything's fine. The Magene c406 Pro is just one of the various bike computers offered by Magene. It is a step below the flagship model, which is the C606. The flagship offers a color screen and Wi-Fi connectivity to name a few, but with this, it's now heavier, have less battery life, and double the price. No thanks. The Magene c406 Pro offers a 2.4-inch monochrome backlit screen, waterproof, GNSS navigation, Strava uploading, and training features. The package includes spin to win, a user manual, an Allen key, a tube scratch protector, a strap, an aerodynamic computer mount, a micro USB charging cable, requires activation. I wonder what's that? We also have a free silicone case. Finally, the Magene c406 Pro bike computer. It has 3 physical buttons. The top is for the backlight, mode select, and move back. The bottom right is mostly for scrolling next, and some contextual options. The bottom left is for power toggle, ride stop toggle, and some other contextual options. I'm not a big fan of glossy finishes, but as long as we have the soft case, it's all good to me. The mount is compatible with common Garmin mounts, which is a convenience if you're planning to buy a third-party mount like me. We can also find a charging port at the back. Oh, I almost forgot. Firstly, we turn on the unit by holding down the power button on the bottom left. Now we're greeted with a hardly visible message and a beep. Holding the top button will activate the backlight. It's now ready to be activated. You need a phone to activate the device. I'm using iOS, but the activation will be similar using Android phones. To get the app, open the App Store. Search for One Lap Fit app. Install. By the way, you might also find an official Magene utility app floating around. You can experiment with this if you want. It may be an incompatible app since it's never mentioned in the manual, but who knows? The app needs you to register to continue. You can sign up using your email. Be sure to tick all the checkboxes before going to the next step. The app will now send a verification code to your email. All you need to do is to open it and input the code here. Next, create a password. Next is your name, gender, and age. Then your height and weight. Then, give the app the appropriate permissions to your phone. Then, agree to the EULA. This is our freshly installed One Lap Fit app. The data is mostly vacant here since we just installed it. To add our computer, tap the icon on the top right. Tap Add Device. Select C406 Pro and it will try to connect. Next, we need to input our email and request the app to send a code to activate our Magene C406 Pro. After tapping the send code link, we need to retrieve our code from our email before the timer runs out. After inputting the code, tap Activate. Then tap Pair to finally pair our bike computer to our phone. The Magene C406 Pro has now been successfully activated and paired to the phone. Let's explore the app more later. For now, let's go back to the computer and check its features. For dramatic effect, I turned off the lights. Nah, my camera just won't focus properly with the lights on. Okay, let's try turning this on. Then the backlight. There are 4 modes to choose from. To cycle through them, we'll need to double-click the top button. First, we have Outdoor mode, the Training mode, Workouts mode, and finally the Navigation mode. These modes greatly differ in the manual. Maybe it was updated? Who knows? Pressing the top button once opens the settings menu. Here, we navigate and select options using the bottom buttons. Firstly, we have the setting options for the backlight. Here, we can add additional sensors to enhance the features of our computer. The Magene C406 Pro is capable of connecting 8 sensors simultaneously. Unfortunately, the additional sensors I ordered hasn't arrived yet. So, please stay tuned for the next video. I will be featuring those sensors. With auto pause, as the name says, It pauses every time you fall on or below the set speed on the app. Ketone toggles the beeping on or off whenever I press a key. Alert tones toggles beeping of the Magene C406 Pro's alerts, and Notify pushes whatever notification you have on your phone to the computer. Phone is probably an old way of pairing the phone. The only way to do this now is through the app. System enables us to view and clear out the stored data. This is used to reset the computer to its factory settings and to know the current firmware. I'm currently on version 0.411, and if you wish to know how to update the firmware to the latest version like this one, I've made a separate chapter for that in the timeline. During cycling, since we didn't connect any sensors yet, we only have 3 pages as viewing options as indicated above. History will also have 3 pages. This actually doesn't show us any good data since I'm not moving anywhere. I will skip the training and workouts features in this video and plan to make a separate one for them. Navigation enables us to use the computer's navigation system using GNSS technology. We need to use the OneLapFit app to create navigational routes for our computer. Let's see how it works. Here, we can see the app's homepage containing the test rides I made earlier. To create routes for navigation, we tap this icon. Here, we can see that our computer is currently connected. Then we tap navigation to create or edit routes. Now we create a new route. Here, we need to make a first pin or a starting point for our route. You can either search the location or manually move the map around, then tap your starting point. Add route. Search for your next point. Then add to route. Search for your next point if you still have one. Add to route. And finally, if you're done, search for your ending point. Here, back to where I started, making a loop. Then you can zoom the map to see everything. After that, we preview our route. Then save route. Finally, import it to our Magene C406 Pro computer. You can create predefined routes before each ride and import them to the computer whenever you need them. The Magene C406 Pro's navigation relies on GNSS and not the internet, so you don't have to worry if you don't have data signal. For as long as you're outdoors, you're most probably good to go. Now, we're ready to hit our next ride, which is tomorrow. But first, let's prepare some other important things, such as, is my Magene C406 Pro bug-free and updated with the latest features? To update the firmware, we open the OneLapFit app and open our by computer settings. It will show an update button if an update is available. Tap update. Wait for the update to install and finish. And done. You can now check the About page of the computer to know if it is now updated. Now that we're done with the basic stuff, let's test if my Magene C406 Pro fits with my third-party mount. I'm gonna mount this on my daily driver, the Irie Infinite. Here's my cheap full aluminum mount, link in the description. The computer should be placed where the action cam is located. Luckily, I still have the adapters that came along with the mount. I want my action camera mount for my Yeelight to be at the bottom and the Garmin compatible mount for a computer at the top. This is it, pansit. Looking good! Finally, everything's set. Now, let's charge this and get some sleep. We're gonna be early tomorrow. Hopefully. To charge it, we need to pull the rubber cover away first to be able to insert the micro USB cable into the port. Oh man, they could have used USB-C as the standard, but it is what it is. It has a 1000 mAh lithium-ion battery that can be full as fast as 2 hours. It can also be used while charging. No charging indicator if the screen is off though. You have to turn it on to know if it's charging or not. A fully charged battery can last up to 28 hours. That is if you want to ride 28 hours non-stop. It's up to you. Good for you. Nani? Okay, time to rest. Let's bring this to our test ride tomorrow. It was a few minutes after 6 when I got out of bed. Our Magene C406 Pro is ready to go. It was raining and still a few people on the road. Welcome to Malbal! Time for carb loading. I also went inside the market to buy sticky rice, or what us locals say, budbud. Let us head out to the next town, Badjan. It was raining hard in the middle of the route, so I decided to rest a while and check my gears. Time to continue our journey. Sorry about the camera visibility. Okay, we made it to Badjan and that's almost 8 kilometers in less than 30 minutes. Now back to Malbal. As you know, I've been doing weekend road biking for almost a year now. It's a really good workout and I find it hard to continue my week without a day of it. The only downside of this is here in a third world country like the Philippines, especially in a small town like Alboal or Badian, there are so many motorists that are not following road laws. Some even drive without legal documents or licenses. My God. We made it to the border and it's still raining. The computer is still working even it's soaking wet. I am also soaking wet. But still, the navigation works super fine. I think it's time to go home. I'm starting to feel a bit cold. Camera visibility is still low, sorry for that. What the f***? Stupid f***? almost hit me, you dumb That's what I'm talking about, gosh. Stupid idiot. You dumb Anyways, I'm back home. Destination reached and navigation ended. Whew. So, after a good ride, you have so much overwhelming bragging energy. You want to upload your results to the world. So now, let's check out the Strava features. I've been on Strava for almost a month now because of my daughter Alex. It's like a social media network for athletes. As you can see, you can post whatever workouts you did on that day and also keeping track of your progress. But with my new Magene c406 Pro with me, the posting of my rides are now automatic. First, you must have Strava installed on your phone along with the OneLapFit app. Next, open the OneLapFit app and tap the Me tab. Tap Authorized Apps. Aside from Strava, you can also connect Training Peaks and Decathlon apps. For now, let's focus on Strava. Tap Authorize. Then we're good to go. And now, every time you finish your ride by pressing the finish button on the computer, the data is automatically uploaded to your phone as long as your phone is connected to your computer via Bluetooth. Your recent data will then be shown on the Home and Calendar tab on the app. Then, the OneLapFit app will automatically upload to Strava as long as the phone has internet connection. Here, you can share your results to the world along with the analytics. The Magene c406 Pro has a good 2.4-inch screen and also has a very clear backlit display, and you won't be having any issues with it even if it's dark or raining. And speaking of, it's proven, it's waterproof. It also works better than the phone, especially with the physical buttons, because it's very hard to use the phone when it's soaking wet. You can swipe it. This is only 80 grams. Plus, it comes with a free aero mount. And if you don't want to use the aero mount, you can use any other mount. This is Garmin compatible. The website said
NANI?
The website says it supports 10 languages, but actually it's more than 10, it's 15. It can even push notifications, call, messages, whatever, from your phone to your computer, and stay connected with your friends and families even if you are cycling. We can have customizable displays. For now, I only have 3, but I can have more if I have more sensors. Speaking of sensors, it uses ANT Plus connection, or is it ANT? So if you have other sensors, even if it's not Magene, as long as it uses the standard, you can connect it to the computer. 8 of them simultaneously. I'm excited to connect it to a radar sensor, which is what I'm going to buy next, hopefully. It's quite expensive though. It supports GNSS navigation, which is much better than GPS. It also has a training and workout options, which I'm going to explore next in the next video. A very good 28-hour battery life. And finally, Strava uploads, among others. On the other side, I have a few gripes like micro USB. Really? You released this thing a couple of years ago and give us micro USB? Yeah? Activation is online. Yeah, I know, it's 2024. And there are times that it automatically disconnects from the phone and you have to pair it manually. I think I still have to tinker a bit more on the settings. Maybe it's my fault, not the unit. Okay, to wrap it up, the benefits outweighs the downsides. Especially, I got this one cheaper than the actual suggested retail price. This is my very first unit, and yeah, I know I still have a lot to learn and to discover about this unit. And I promise to myself I'll also be mindful of my expenses, especially on sensors. They can be truly expensive. For now, all I want and hope for is for my Magene c406 Pro to accurately track my riding techniques, improve me as a cyclist, and for me to influence my fellow gamers, you guys, to rise and do more exercise. Honestly, it's good for you. And that's it for now. I hope you liked the video. I'll be glad if you share this video to your friends or families. You can also share your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, God bless. Lastly, let's talk about spin to win. Actually, I really like these little finishing touches like this. I know they're just flatteries from the manufacturers, but it makes me feel they're trying to connect with me, rather than just take my money and leave. Of course, I didn't win anything important,